that's responsive. See, already that's a bit closer to where I want it. It's not. It's still a bit short. So let's go back in. And I'm basically just going to keep tweaking it until it feels perfect. Media sensitivity. I'm going to turn it up to 40. But I will keep the higher magnifications. Well, I'll just put it all up to 40. See what happens. I want it slightly less. It's feeling a little bit better already. Just try.
Time we can run this all day.
I might honestly reduce it. Stick a bit more. So it looks like there's a little bit of aim assist, but it's really not too bad. But usually these types of drills, where you just turn off any aim assist at all, any type of ramp up speed. Interesting. There's a slight delay when I pull the trigger, and I don't use the trigger, I use the bumpers. There's a slight delay from when I shoot. I want to say it's about like a tenth of a second, so I have to almost lead me myself pulling the trigger. So slow and controlled might be a little bit better. Now that I'm kind of leading it, you can kind of see. And I'm just telling my brain, do it a little bit faster. Like just a fraction of a second earlier than I think I usually would. And you can see I'm already starting to hit a few more headshots. Also, you might be able to see, but you don't even have to be looking down all the way to just increase the accuracy. That bloom. Does that do less damage? Yes. So that is accurate. Those are actual headshots. So nice and slow and sustained. And this is going to sound counterintuitive, but I'm actually going to increase the aim down sight sensitivity. Because what this does is it lets those fine motor controls. My thumb has to move less. And that's the point. As it feels more intuitive. So you can already see a little bit smoother. This is going to help a lot when we go into game. I'm not going to have to worry about my aim. Let's go a couple of points up. Put it at 7. Really small adjustment because it's almost there. The speed is about where I want it, but now let's play with the dead zone. And now we're going to turn the dead zone up a little bit.
Keep it up. You'll get
There
the
we
hang
go.
of it.
Right stick dead zone. We're just going to... Unfortunately, this is the boring part where I just incrementally start. Oh wow, I already feel the delay. Interesting. You can kind of see I'm resetting. I'm not aiming down sight the whole time. I let go. Because if I keep aiming down sight and I just hold to the right, like sure, it's a bit quick. But it also lets me see my crosshair again in the center. Because all the people I might shoot might not be in front of me, they might be behind me. Feel different from COD? Yeah. Yes, 100%. But at the end of the day, it's still a first-person shooter that lets me adjust the settings. So I'm bleeding a little bit too much. So the goal is to alter the settings until it feels very natural. So just like I said, I was going to do something counterintuitive and increase the sensitivity of aim down sight. I actually do feel the 1 point difference in the right stick dead zone delay. So now I'm going to do something counterintuitive and lower it even lower than I had, but just by 1 point. And we're just going to feel it out.
Consider this a learning moment.
And again, this just helps my fingers relax more. Because if my brain registers that that I am doing something with my thumb, but nothing is happening, it starts to overcompensate. You guys see what's happening? Tracking is a little bit better, still slightly delayed. Now, once I'm on him and it's sustained, it's not so bad. Looks like my thumb does not like going right to left that much, though. It really likes going left to right. Looks like the hitbox is still pretty generous, though. Definitely the movement feels like you're playing an older Call of Duty. And if you look down sights, it takes, I want to say, like 3/4 of a second to fully aim down sight. But if you notice, I'm also testing out how far do I have to start aiming down sight. So I can basically almost pre-fire, because when I'm aiming down sight, and if you look in the center, when I let go, you'll see my crosshair in the bloom, which is that part, that one that leaves, it starts to go from the center into the up, down, left, and right out. That bloom is actually where you start shooting. And the more it goes out, you can literally see the sparks on the screen of it starting to spread out. All the bullets are within that balloon. So if I just like let him walk in, boom, headshot. I'm not even fully in.
Trust your instincts. They'll get you there.
Top viewers at streamboot.com. Heck yeah. Bots in game and out of game, welcome.
That's a good way to let off steam.
Yeah, my thumb right now, it's not like going. And the thing is, too, is I'm not even strafing. I'm just standing still. And strafing does make a difference. So instead of just having to rely solely on my right stick, when both thumbs work together, all of a sudden, a lot easier to track, and my right thumb does not have to move nearly as much. And so the demand of motor control on my right hand goes way down. It's already starting to feel a little bit better. And then there's this mechanic, which I'm not really sure. It kind of shifts your aim a bit. So that's something to play with later too. It's not like Call of Duty where they can just start sprinting. They can like run at you, do like a slide, go to prone, back up, and then jump. So it's not like the movement is too crazy in this game. I think positioning is going to be really strong. It's kind of weird. So as good as strafing might help. As good as strafing might help, it might not be as much as an option as I hope it is. And there's also things to consider, like I'm not just moving perfectly left and right. I can also alter my speed by going slightly at an angle. It probably looks like an arc to you guys, but it is a way to kind of, instead of going full speed all right, you can see I'm outpacing him. But if I start going slightly in a curve, I'm not even using my right as much. Like I'm walking backwards a little bit, but I'm keeping pace with him. And this helps, again, take the stress off of my right thumbstick. So it lets me get that very fine motor control. It helps a lot with aim, especially at like long distance, but also it can hurt you at long distance if there's a sniper that has the breath mechanic in it where you have to hold a button to like hold your breath and stay focused. So I think the aim... is about as good as it can get right now. It's not exactly where I want it to be. So you can see at like mid-range, we're starting to suffer a bit. That could also be the recoil pattern. And then you can also drop speed by going prone as well. Nice. So now that we've altered a lot of that, wow, like an actual firearm. That's crazy.